Hey everybody, it's Barbie. Okay, so first of all, I want to apologize for uh the lighting. I want to apologize for a couple different things. First of all, this first time I'm doing this live by myself. I'm not this isn't scripted or anything like that. The last time I did this, I was told it looked too scripted and that I would draw more attention being natural. So I'm attempting it, but last time I also had someone videoing me, and this time I don't. So I'm all on my own here, rocking it solo, but that's the plan. That's what I plan on doing. So I'm coming to you tonight. I want to talk to you a little bit about witnessing. And when I was doing some of my research, I found that um, one of the top 10 fears in the United States is public speaking. And believe it or not, um, those of you that know me, um, this could be a little bit hard to believe, but I used to be terrified of talking in front of people. And I used to be terrified of talking in crowds or just going up to a random person and talking to them. And actually, since I've been saved, that's completely changed. And it actually started the day that I got saved. I was on the phone for hours just telling people about this amazing thing that had happened to me, and that uh, how it had changed my life, and how all of this had been going on, and uh, my kids were all like, who are you and what have you done with my mother? But anyway, back to the topic at hand. um, what I was saying was that it's like one of the biggest fears is for people to talk to people. And we as Christians, that's what we're supposed to do, is we're supposed to witness and minister to other people that don't know. And it says in Exodus 4:12, now therefore go, and I will be your mouth and teach you what you shall say. And with that being said, sometimes we feel like we don't know the right things to say, or we don't know the right words to use, or that we're in fear of saying the wrong thing, or um, I'm not real sure, just different things like that. But the truth of the matter be is that when you're speaking through God, He's going to do it for you. You're just a vessel. You're just the mouth that He's using to try to get out what He's trying to get across, and He will use you. Um, I several occasions have been talking to somebody, and just out of nowhere, I would even, that's truly got to be God speaking, because I have no idea where that came from. Because sometimes the situation that's brought in front of you is not a situation that you're familiar with, or that not what to say, or that you're kind of clueless about. So you just ask, God to guide you and give you the words to use. Um, Sometimes it's not to say nothing at all, which some of us take for granted. Um, and there are sometimes that people use uh, I don't know the word I'm looking for. I apologize. Like I said, this isn't scripted, so this is so not me, but um because usually I like to have everything written down and planned out. Um but anyway, back to what I was talking about. When you're witnessing to somebody, God's going to give you the words to use. He's going to use you, and he's going to get across to that person what they need to hear. Um, so it's not of you, it's actually of him. Um, it says in this thing that I was reading, it says, God does not give you wisdom on credit. So it's not like we can build up credit and be like, hey, I've got enough now. I'm going to go out and use this. He gives it to us as we need it. It's not well, I'm at this level or I've reached this point. He can use a child, and they may not know that they're actually um, being used, and sometimes that happens like that. Sometimes you don't even know that God's using you to witness. So anytime you hear that little voice in your ear that he's telling you to do it, don't be afraid to do it. um because he's going to give you the right words, and he's going to give you the wisdom per se to um do and say what he needs you to do. Um, so when it comes to speaking up, don't be afraid. I get nominated a lot, and it's just like, I try to deny it, and I'm like, why deny it? Why not do it? Because obviously he's going to give me the right words to say. Hi guys, I'm waving at y'all. I am a woman, and I do try to multitask, but trying to read, trying to look at my book, and try to do everything else, it's crazy. But um anyway, um squirrel, let me get back on track there. It says, so when you want to speak up, don't be afraid to do it. When God's asking you to do something, don't be scared. So take word of advice. I know there's one of you listening right now um, that I know God's speaking to you, and he's telling you to do something. And I know you're supposed to do it, but you're scared. Don't be, because um, when you're not doing it, you're just being disobedient. And unlike any child, whether it be your own children or a child of God, you don't want it to be disobedient, because when you are disobedient, it just makes it harder. It makes it harder on us. It makes it harder on whoever's being disobedient. Um, I know I've been there, done that. Got a couple t-shirts. um, so speak up, witness, because if you're not witnessing, what are you doing with your life? You know, um, I'm not somebody in the head, but just saying, you never know who you're going to reach. You never know who's going to be that one person that when you just say, hey, you okay? That it might be just the little hey that they need. So, okay, so I don't know how well I like just on a whim, but there you go. And I hope somebody got out of what God was giving me. So, guys, stay safe. Wash your waving hands, all of you that are waving, and you guys have a good night. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.